Hi everyone, welcome to Smack Reviews. If you love our honest reviews, smack that subscribe button so you never miss out.
Depending on who you ask, 2024 was a year that felt like a mixed bag for gaming. On one hand, we had standout titles such as Black Myth Wukong and the continued dominance of Baldur's Gate, which reminded us why we love this industry. But on the other hand, 2024 was a year also full of challenges. Industry layoffs, aging hardware such as the Nintendo Switch, and fewer big blockbuster releases left many of us relying on older titles for entertainment rather than the newer ones. But now, 2025 feels like a turning point with the Nintendo Switch 2 on the horizon and many highly anticipated titles slated to come out this year. Here's a list of the top 10 games we're looking forward to this year.
So, the first game I can't wait to play is Enzoi. Back in August, I had the chance to try out the character creation, and as someone who can easily spend hours perfecting a character before even starting the game, it was an incredible experience. And it made me even more excited to dive into everything the game has to offer. Enzoi promises to include features we've been missing in games like The Sims 4. And I'm particularly curious to see how well it integrates NPCs into the world using AI. Their interactions with the player and the environment can make the world feel truly alive. Here's to hoping the launch goes smoothly and that there are no more delays. As of now, the game is still expected to release on March 28th, and I can't wait. The next game I'm looking forward to is GTA 6, and I don't think that there's much that needs to be said here. GTA 6 will easily be the highest selling video game not only in 2025, but could one day surpass GTA 5 in sales. GTA 5 is second overall with 205 million copies, sold only behind Minecraft. I'm highly optimistic that GTA 6 will be everything we're all expecting it to be, and the only thing that would suck would be a delay, but it's apparently on track to be released in fall of 2025. The third game I can't wait to play is Bleach Rebirth of Souls. This wasn't a game that I had exactly asked for, but ever since the show came back, it made me realize that we haven't had a new Bleach game in a while. For a fighting game, the graphics look better than Bleach Shattered Blade. There will be more playable characters with unlockable abilities. This game seems to follow the period from the story when Ichigo became a substitute Soul Reaper to the climatic battle against Sosuke Aizen in the Arrancars. So I'm looking forward to that. It's expected to be released on March 20th. Paralyzed is another game I'm looking forward to playing. It's a cozier open world life simulation game if you're not interested in what Enzoi has to offer. From what I've seen, they plan to release all additional content as free expansions. What I like about Paralyzed and Enzoi is that they really care about their fanbase and want to deliver great interactive gameplay instead of the extensive set dressing EA has been giving us for years. I'm definitely stepping away from The Sims once these games come out this year. Ever since EA announced there won't be a Sims 5, I've lost interest in the new stuff they're coming out with. There's still not an exact release date for Paralyzed, but 2025 seems to be the year for when it comes out. Then there's Assassin's Creed Shadows. I've always enjoyed certain entries in the Assassin's Creed series. Assassin's Creed 3 and Black Flag stand out as my favorites from the older titles. When the series shifted to the new era, starting with Origins, the newer games just didn't resonate with me as much. Origins is the only one I enjoyed the most, while Odyssey, Valhalla, and Mirage just didn't hit the same. I even fell asleep while playing Valhalla. That said, I can't help but feel hopeful about Shadows. An Assassin's Creed game set in Japan feels long overdue, and it has the potential to deliver the most stunning visuals and immersive environments in the series yet. I just hope it doesn't end up being more of the same. We need something fresh that'll really make this entry stand out.
Hyper Light Breaker is the sequel to Hyper Light Drifter. It was a fast-paced action-adventure game released back in 2016. Despite its pixelated art style, the original stood out with its stunning visuals and its fun, fast-paced gameplay. I was a huge fan of it when it first launched, but I always thought it was a one-and-done experience. Never did I imagine it would get a full-fledged sequel, let alone one in 3D. The early access for it on Steam is planned for January 14th, which is close, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm also a big fan of roguelike games since they're one of the few unique genres that can provide you with almost endless replayability. The creators of The Binding of Isaac will release a new title called Eugenics. The art style of course looks similar to The Binding of Isaac, and it's stated to be a turn-based roguelike RPG game. There's only still images of the game and no actual trailer or gameplay has been shared yet, but I'm optimistic that this game is going to be as fun or if not better than The Binding of Isaac. Its release date is sometime in 2025. So the rest of this list consists of zombie games that I'm looking forward to, and the first one is Killing Floor 3. The Killing Floor series is a multiplayer game where you fight round after round of various zombie types. It's sort of like Call of Duty Zombies, but much more hectic and gory. It's a game that's best played with friends, and I imagine that Killing Floor 3 will be no different. Its release date is set for March 2025. Of all the games on this list, Dying Light the Beast is probably the one I'm most looking forward to. If you don't know about Dying Light, it's a first-person open-world game that's overrun by zombies. The unique thing about this game is the use of parkour to traverse the city, and with the intense combat, always made this game memorable for me. The Beast was originally supposed to be a DLC, but it was decided that it should be its own standalone game. You'll play as Kyle Crane, who was the protagonist from the first Dying Light game, and just from the trailer alone has me convinced that this will be just as fun as the original. It's slated to be released sometime in the summer of this year. And lastly, there's Into the Dead Our Darkest Days. It's kind of a weird name for a game, but it's a zombie survival game where you navigate the world, but in a 2D perspective. There are elements of scavenging supplies, crafting, and fighting the undead, though in this game it seems best to avoid combat if possible. While I don't think this game is going to be the best ever, I believe that this can be a solid game and anyone that's a fan of the zombie genre will appreciate it. The release date is planned sometime in the second quarter of 2025.
All things considered, those are just some of the games I'm most excited about in 2025. Whether it's revisiting familiar worlds or diving into entirely new ones, this year feels like it's going to be an incredible year for gaming. What games are you most looking forward to the most this year? Let us know down below. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye!